Cats often appear like they were born with a kind of quiet confidence, as if nothing in the world can disturb their calm little universe. They walk through rooms like tiny shadows with attitude, choosing when to come close and when to disappear completely. But what most people never realize is that behind this independent behavior is a highly sensitive emotional system that constantly observes, remembers, and reacts to how we treat them. Cats may not express emotions the same way humans do, but they absolutely feel comfort, safety, stress, and even emotional distance. And sometimes, the small habits we repeat every day, without even thinking, can quietly affect their trust in us. Today, we're going to explore important everyday behaviors that may be unintentionally harming your cat emotionally, and more importantly, how to replace them with simple actions that build a deeper, stronger bond. Because loving a cat isn't just about feeding or playing with them, it's about understanding their silent language. Let's begin. One of the most overlooked emotional needs of a cat is acknowledgement. When you come home after being away and walk past your cat without greeting them, it might feel normal to you, but for them it can feel like being ignored by someone they were waiting for. Cats form strong attachment bonds with their owners, and even a simple moment of recognition matters more than people think. A soft greeting, saying their name, or a brief moment of eye contact tells your cat that they matter in your world. It creates emotional reassurance and stability. Over time, these small greetings become part of their sense of belonging. Without them, a cat may appear distant or less engaged, not because they don't care, but because they feel less emotionally included. Another powerful part of a cat's mind is their natural hunting instinct. Even the most relaxed indoor cat still carries the brain of a hunter. When they chase, stalk, or pounce, they are fulfilling a deep biological and psychological need. That's why interactive play is so important. But many owners unknowingly make one mistake, using toys or lasers that never allow the cat to win. A chase without completion can feel incomplete to a cat's brain, leaving them slightly frustrated. The key is simple. Always allow an ending. If you use a laser pointer, finish the game by guiding it onto a physical toy or a treat so your cat can catch something real. This final moment of success gives them satisfaction, confidence, and emotional fulfillment. Understanding a cat's personal boundaries is also essential. Every cat has specific areas where they enjoy being touched and areas where they feel vulnerable. While some cats love chin scratches or cheek rubs, many dislike being touched on their belly, paws, tail, or lower back. These reactions are not rejection, they are instinctive protection responses. Respecting these limits builds trust far more than forcing affection ever will. A cat that feels safe will eventually show you where they enjoy being touched. But if we ignore their signals, they may begin to withdraw or become defensive. Trust grows when comfort is respected. Equally important is their need for personal space. Cats are naturally territorial creatures who rely on safe zones to feel emotionally balanced. These could be under the bed, inside a box, on a shelf, or any quiet corner they choose. When a cat retreats, it's not distancing themselves from you emotionally, it's regulating their stress and energy. Interrupting them during these moments or pulling them out of hiding can break their sense of security. Giving them the freedom to choose solitude when needed actually strengthens your bond because it shows respect for their emotional rhythm. One of the most misunderstood aspects of cat behavior is punishment. Cats do not connect discipline with past actions the way humans do. If you shout at them after they scratch furniture or make a mess, they don't understand the mistake. They only understand that their trusted human suddenly became unpredictable or scary. This can damage trust very quickly. Instead of punishment, redirection works far better. If a cat scratches furniture, guide them to an appropriate scratching post. If they behave undesirably, focus on adjusting their environment or routine rather than reacting emotionally. Positive reinforcement builds understanding, while punishment builds fear. Noise is another hidden stress factor in a cat's life. Their hearing is far more sensitive than ours, which means everyday sounds like loud TV, shouting, or sudden banging can feel overwhelming to them. Even if they don't show it openly, excessive noise can lead to stress behaviors like hiding, overgrooming, or loss of appetite. Creating a calm environment, or at least giving them access to a quiet room, can dramatically improve their emotional well-being. A peaceful home is not just comfort for humans, it is emotional safety for cats. Communication is another area where many misunderstandings happen. Cats are constantly communicating with us through meows, body language, slow blinks, tail movements, and even how they position themselves near us. A cat that meows at you isn't making random noise. They're trying to say something, whether it's hunger, attention, comfort, or curiosity. Ignoring these signals repeatedly can make them feel unseen. Responding, even in small ways like talking back or acknowledging them, strengthens emotional connection and makes them feel heard. Social interaction is another sensitive topic. Cats do not like being forced into situations. Whether it's meeting strangers, being held, or interacting with other animals, they need time and choice. Forcing social behavior can lead to long-term anxiety and avoidance. When cats are allowed to approach new situations at their own pace, they build confidence naturally. This autonomy is what creates secure emotional attachment between cats and humans. And finally, one of the most underestimated factors in a cat's emotional world is scent. A cat experiences the world primarily through smell. Strong perfumes, scented litter, cleaning chemicals, or artificial air fresheners can overwhelm their senses and even cause discomfort. In some cases, it may lead them to avoid certain areas entirely, including their litter box. Using mild or unscented products helps maintain a stable and comfortable environment where your cat feels safe and grounded. At the end of the day, caring for a cat is not just about meeting physical needs, it's about understanding emotional ones. Every small action you take either builds trust or weakens it. The good news is that cats are incredibly forgiving and responsive when they feel respected and understood. When you begin to see the world through their perspective, even simple daily interactions become meaningful moments of connection.